So you're thinking about making a move to Frisco, Texas, but you want to know the good and the bad before you do? Well, that's exactly what we're going to cover in this video. We're going to cover the pros and cons of living in Frisco, Texas, and you're going to want to stick around because we're getting after it right now. If this is your first time to the channel, subscribe below, tap the bell for notifications so you can be the first to know about the current real estate market here in North Dallas, or like today, Frisco, Texas. My name is Preston. We get calls, texts, and emails from people just like you every single day looking to make a move to North Dallas, and we absolutely love it. Whether you're looking to move in 9 days or 90 days, give us a call, shoot us a text, or send us an email. We'd be happy to help you make a smooth move to Dallas. Now let's go ahead and get after it. So Frisco, Texas, pretty much everybody that's probably watching this video has heard something about Frisco, Texas. It is the city that has all the hype and everybody wants to live there, and everybody wants to know and see Frisco, Texas. That's kind of blown up over the last 5 years or so. Tons and tons of growth have come to Frisco, Texas, and it is just the place that people want to be. As soon as the word got out, I don't know when that happened, but since that day, it has blown up and is probably one of the most requested places of anywhere here in the North Dallas area. So Frisco is a place that is about 70 square miles and has just had an exponential growth. I think the population right now is currently at about 170,000 residents, and the median income for Frisco is a whopping about $150,000. Definitely well over the average of Dallas and many of the other locations that you hear about. So 150,000. With that, you're going to have tons of opportunities for great jobs all around the Frisco area. We'll go ahead and get started on the pros of Frisco, Texas. The number one pro of Frisco, Texas is going to have to be the school system. Everybody wants to be in Frisco schools. So the school system here in Frisco was ranked the 7th best in Texas recently. So one of the best school districts in the area, and one of the things that makes them the best is the student to teacher ratio. So as Frisco continues to grow, they continue to build more schools in the area. So they keep that teacher ratio down about 15 to 1, which gives your students or your kids a much better experience at school, more one-on-one with that teacher, and that is one of the reasons why students have so much success here in the Frisco area. So there are currently 10 high schools, 12 middle schools, and 42 elementary schools here in Frisco, Texas. So now you know what I'm talking about the student to teacher ratio. As soon as that gets to a certain number, they seem to find another place to build an awesome school here in Frisco. You'd be amazed at the size of some of these schools. I mean, it looks like some of them look like colleges. You're driving by the high school. I know people that come out of state, they even in surrounding areas, they talk about the school system or how much money and effort we put into the schools here in the Texas area, and especially Frisco. Number two, we'd have to talk about location. So Frisco is just in an amazing location as far as commuting. Tons of opportunities for jobs nearby, but also if you're commuting to Dallas, you're looking at about 30 minutes. McKinney's just down the road. Plano's just down the road. Really quick and quick travel times to just about anywhere in the Frisco area. So you don't really have to worry about a long commute to get where you want to be, whether that be for your job or for entertainment purposes. So with that, we'll go ahead and talk about entertainment. Here in Frisco, there's no shortage of entertainment for adults or kids. There's new things coming all the time here in Frisco. For you adults out there, we got Legacy West. The shops at Legacy. The Star in Frisco, also called the $1 Billion Mile. which if you haven't seen the vlog tour, make sure you check that out. Because I kind of show you a little bit around that area. But yeah, as far as entertainment, man, there's pretty much anything and everything to do here. New restaurants, commercial, shopping. It pops up just about every day. You drive through Frisco, some other massive business or something is coming this way. So if you're looking for a place to, be entertained and a place where your kids can be constantly entertained, Frisco could be a great option for you. Frisco also has the amazing new PGA Tour headquarters coming this way that they're working on currently. $520 million facility, which is with that is just can bring more growth and more jobs and more appreciation. So if you're anywhere near that, you can just go ahead and bet that your house is going to be worth quite a bit here in the future, more than it is now. That's why we always say, don't wait to buy real estate and wait, because as far as opportunities there, it's going to be endless. They're going to have everything in the world over there as far as entertainment as well at the PGA Frisco. So we're really excited to see that come here shortly. And as far as sports go, as another pro here is sports in Frisco are huge. In 2011, Frisco was rated the best place to raise an athlete. As well with that, they have the Pizza Hut ballpark for Major League Soccer. We have Dr. Pepper ballpark, which is a really cool facility for the minor league baseball team here in Frisco. They actually have a lazy river on the back of the stadium, so you can actually watch baseball and sit in a floaty and float around on a river while watching a baseball game. Talk about amazing. It doesn't get much better than that. So you also have the Star in Frisco, which is where the Cowboys facilities are, headquarters are. So if you want to take a tour, of the Cowboys facilities, you want to check out some practices, they're right here in Frisco as well. There's also quite a few medical facilities here in Frisco, in the surrounding areas like Plano as well, so and McKinney. And you got Baylor Centennial Hospital and Baylor Medical Center Hospital right here in Frisco. So whether you're young or older and want to be somewhere close to medical facilities, there's plenty of that to go around here in Frisco and surrounding areas. Now let's finally get to some of the cons of living in Frisco. Not a ton of them, but there definitely are some things you need to know about. Number one would have to be traffic. So if you're leaving in the morning, it can get pretty crazy with all of these schools and people moving out and about to their jobs. It can get pretty packed here in the morning times, in the afternoons in Frisco, Texas. But if you are somebody who's moving from a place like California, New York, the traffic's probably laughable to you. But to us here who are used to the Texas that we used to know, the traffic can get a little messy at times here in Frisco, Texas. My number one con of living in Frisco, Texas that people need to know about is the cost of living. So if you've seen, I'm sure you've watched other pros and cons videos of Frisco, Texas and surrounding areas here recently, but where they've talked about the median home price of here in Frisco, Texas being in the 400s, but now that has jumped past the $500,000 mark. So now the median home price of a home is over $500,000 here in Frisco, Texas. Another thing that you need to be aware of is that the home prices here, if you see a home listed at a certain price, you can guarantee that home goes way over the asking price. So that is just basically the starting bid of a house in Frisco. So who you work with as an agent is very important to make sure you win those offers. There are people putting in dozens of offers on houses and not getting them accepted. Us and our team, we usually get an offer accepted first or second try, and get people in a home as fast as possible, even with this crazy competitive market. But just keep in mind that if you want a home in Frisco, it is going to be extremely competitive and you're going to have to pay for it. There's also not basically any new construction here in Frisco. And if there is, and it says it's available, most of the time it's not, and there's some type of long waiting list, or they're sold out completely. If you want a new construction in Frisco, and want to find it semi-easily, you're looking in the $600,000+ range minimum for a new construction here in Frisco with Frisco ISD. Now, if you found a home that was Frisco and another school district, there may be a few more possibilities. That means some of these. One of the things to know about is in these cities that are surrounded by other cities, like Frisco is surrounded by McKinney and Plano, you share school systems depending on if you're on the border of those cities. So there's homes in McKinney that have Frisco ISD, and vice versa. So if you do find a home that's in a different school district, there may be more options for you as well. So just wanted to keep you in the know, and just know that, if you are really wanting to be in Frisco, Texas, that it's definitely going to be one of the most competitive places here in the North Dallas area. And just remember, there's quite a few other great options that I can point you to that are very similar to Frisco and up and coming areas where your dollar will travel much further. Well, that's all I got for this particular video. Make sure you check out the vlog tour if you haven't checked that out. Just remember to give me a call, shoot me a text, or send me an email, and I'd be happy to help you make a smooth move to Dallas. Hope to see you around town.